basically video editing, directing, all those kinds of projects. Anything audiovisual. That's basically what I do.
All right. Okay. So you have your own office, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Great. Okay. Okay. Maybe we can do some joint projects in course of time.
All right.
Okay. So basically, I'm supposed to talk about three things. I hope you are familiar with most of them: OBS, Google
Okay.
Meet, and then Google Forms.
Yeah, I actually used OBS for a church online program some time ago.
Okay, that is great. Okay, so we'll start with the Google Meet.
Okay.
Let me share my screen. So last year we hosted a program at Ken University.
All right.
It was Google Meet and then the OBS that we were using to
Okay.
broadcast the event to viewers outside Ghana and then those who couldn't come in person.
All right.
All right, sure. So basically, what we will first do, let me see if I can share the
Uh,
screen.
please say that again. I think the line was breaking.
All right, is it okay now?
Yeah, it's better now.
Okay. Okay, so with the with the Google Meet, you see, we can decide to use it on our phones or in the browser. You understand? So since it's a planned program, we need to create the link and then maybe we share it with our audience for some time. So
Okay.
we can decide to create the link in this window, or we go to Google Calendar and then we create the event over there. So these are the two options. You can open your Google Meet and then you get the link, or you can open Calendar, you get the name, time, and then all the information concerning the program. Then after creating it, you share.
Okay.
All right. So with this specific
All
program,
right.
that is how I did it. Okay. So let me use this as an example. I'll just open a new tab, and then I'll go to my Google Calendar.
Okay.
Okay. So this, can you see my Google Calendar?
Yes, I can.
All right.
It has a red. It has two red marks, one on top and one down.
Yes. Yes. So basically, the red over here represent my task. You can
It
see on
represents.
my task.
Okay.
Yes. So on my left side, we have some colors, and then they all have what it represents. We have the
All
red,
right.
black, green, move, and then red again. Uh-huh.
Okay.
By default, Google will add some of the colors or some of the tasks or events, like
Okay.
public holidays and then other stuff. Google will by default add them to it.
Okay.
So if I want to just schedule an event on my Google Calendar, on the left top side, you can see create.
Yeah, I can.
All right, sure. So, no, welcome. So,
Welcome.
yeah, yeah. So, we just started. We are looking at the Google Meet. All right. So, what we were saying is you can open your Google Meet and then you get the link from the Google Meet window, or you go to your calendar and then you look for create. That is what we are going through. So we are in Google Calendar. On my top left side, we have create. So you click on create, and then these are the options that will appear. We have event and then task. All right. So basically, what we are looking for is an event. All right. So you just click on the event,
The Bluetooth
and
device
then
is ready to pair.
this
The
window will appear.
Bluetooth device is
Right.
connected
So it is
successfully.
asking for your title, and then you just make changes to the date and time. So the title, we can decide to make it online summit, right? Online summit. That is the title. And then where we can see the clock icon, that is where you can make the changes to your date and then the time. So I can just click on the date. This is it. Supposing you will be having it on the 11th, you just click on it, 11th, and then you also make adjustment to the time. If it's let's say 12 p.m., 12 p.m., you just click on the 12 p.m. By clicking, you can scroll and then you see from 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. All right, or from morning to the evening side. It's just a matter of what, using the scroll bar, or if you have a scroll wheel, you just use the scroll wheel to see all the dates and then the time available. So the choice is yours, the date and then the timing. You can just make the necessary changes. So let's take the 12 p.m. This is it, 12 p.m. And then you also need to indicate the time that the meeting will end. If it's supposed to be an hour meeting, that is 12 to 1. If it is more than that, you can also change it. Let's say it's 2 hours, so it will be 12 to what? 2 p.m. That is 2 hours. This is the first change. We have set our title, and then we've been able to make changes to the calendar and then the time. Now, the third most important thing is to what? Add your what? Google Meet video what? Conferencing. That is the reason why we are scheduling the what? The event. We want to use the Google Meet for that specific event. So we will just click on this one, add Google video conferencing. And that is it. We are good to go. We have our title, we have our date and time, and then we've been able to what? Add the what? Google Meet to this specific event. And then if you look at this side, we have don't repeat. In front of the don't repeat, we have an arrow. You can just click and then you'll find daily, weekly on Saturday, monthly on the second Saturday. There are a lot of options, and then we have the custom. You can decide what you change it to your preferable day or time. The choice is yours. So if you want the event to repeat, supposing it's a 3 days event, at the same time you can just click on what daily, or you go to the custom to suit your what your preference. Now that is another option. That is, if you want the program to repeat, if it's a day program, weekly or monthly, you can just click on this arrow and then you make the changes. When you are done with everything, this is the icon that will allow you to what? Copy the link. This one. Can you all see my arrow?
Yeah.
All right. So
Yes,
you
I
click.
can see clearly.
All right, great. You click on this one to copy the link. After you've copied the link, you just save the event. So the event will synchronize in your Google Calendar. Google Calendar, Google Meet, and then all the Google products, they are part of your Google account. So supposing you are using laptop A today, if you change the laptop and then you log into your Google account in the next day with laptop B, all your information will what? Be in your Google account. So it's just a matter of going to the calendar. You will see the same event that you scheduled or the event that you created because you log into the same account. So that is how it works. All right. So you've been able to what? Create the event, and then we also have the link. So this is the event. It is on the 11th, 12 to what? 2 p.m. As what? The name is Online Summit. So the link that we copied is just a matter of what? Pasting it to either any social media platform, or you can mail it to the people you want to what? You want to get the link. Or you can decide to place it somewhere so that you can share it in future. Or if you don't want to copy it right away, anytime, any day, it is still in your calendar. You just go to the calendar, you just locate the date. You see, all my events are in red color. So when I click on any of the dates, I'll be alerted on all events or all schedules that are on that specific day. So if I'm looking for this specific summit, I just click and then I copy the what, link, just like I did it earlier on. After copying the link, you can share with your friends either on social media. You can share it anywhere you want to share it, or you can just add it to a design and then you print. Anyone who has the link, just type in it, it will direct the person to the meeting when the time is due. Yes. So right now I am the host because I created the summit. I am hosting the program. Before any individual can enter into the program, I will have to start the program and then admit them into the program. So that is the first step. We've been able to schedule the meeting. All right, so I'll pause here and then I'll ask if there's any question before we continue. Is there anything you want to ask before we continue? All right, sir. No, you want to talk.
The first presentation I saw the meet I don't know how to call it the Google Meet interface, but I just saw one. It's like OBS. You've shared it on OBS. Is it?
All right. So you go through the OBS too. I want us to start with the
Oh, okay.
yes. Start with the Google Meet.
Yes. Thank you very much.
All right, you're welcome, sir. So
So we can continue.
all right, sure. The more reason why I prefer the Google Meet is that you see with Zoom, if you don't have a subscribe account, you have 45 minutes and then the program will be off. You understand? But so far with the Google Meet, you can do more than an hour. That was the specific platform I was using for all my online events when I was in Ghana. Anyway, the last time I checked here with the Google Meet 2, over here you have only 1 hour to host an event. It will go off and then you reschedule. Notwithstanding, I told Mr. Fulgence to give it a try in Ghana and for us to see because that was not how it was supposed to be. Initially in Ghana, I was able to host more than 3 hours and then it didn't go off. Maybe there are some the graphical preference or differences. So that is it. Uh, Noel, you have another question?
Yeah, about the duration of the meet.
Yeah.
My lecturer and I, we've been using it, and it can go to up to that time at 3 hours.
Okay.
Even last Tuesday, we had an online lecture. The lecturer is in Accra, and I am in Kumasi,
Okay.
and then the course is 3 hours. We had 2 hours, 30 something minutes, and then we signed off.
Okay.
We didn't have the breaks as we usually have it on Zoom.
Hmm. Okay. Thank you. So that means that there are okay. There are some geographical barriers. So in Canada here, they've restricted me to 1 hour. Okay, I see. All right. Thank you. So that is it for the Google Meet. So after scheduling the event, the time is up. You just launch your Google Meet. Let's go through the features for some few minutes. You can just control the meeting. Bernard, do you have a question?
Oh no, I don't.
All
Thank you
right.
so much.
You're welcome, sir. You can control the meeting using this first panel. That is the host control. Because you are the host, you can control the meeting using the host control. I believe you are familiar with it, the host control.
Yeah,
All right, so I can just skip it, right? No, can we skip
yeah.
it?
Not if it's for my sake.
Can we skip it?
No, no,
All right, all
don't
right.
skip
So, okay, I'm
it
here. Okay, let's go through
for
the.
my sake.
So this is the host control. You can control the event from this window. You click on the host control, this will appear. We have host management. You just activate it by clicking on it. It's now activated. Now these are the things my guest or audience can do in this specific program or in this specific meeting, this specific virtual meeting. They can share their screen, they can send messages, they can send reactions, they can turn on their microphones, and then they can turn on their video. These are the things my audience or people who are joining the meeting can do. All right. Huh. Most of the time, it is recommended that you turn off microphone and then video. The reason why it is recommended you do that is it may happen that an audience will be in an open environment where it is very noisy. So if the person just click on the link and then enters, the environment or the noise in the environment will just come into the meeting and then distort things. So you can decide you activate the what the management control, the host control. You activate it and then you uncheck microphone, you uncheck video. You can also decide to uncheck sharing of what screen. Okay, so if any individual want to talk or want to contribute, the person can just what send his or her text or send a reaction. With the reaction, you can raise your hand, and then the host will just give you the avenue to what to talk or do what you want to do. So that is basically the host control. Host control. This is the first icon, the icon with the padlock. That is the host control. You can do all the changes over there. All right. So we are done with the host control, and then we also, if you want to check, all the text being sent to this meeting, you can do that by clicking on this one. Chat with everyone, and you click on it, all the chats will be what will be available, or you see it in this window. Now with this button too, you can decide to limit people from sending chat or text. So this is saying let everyone send messages. It is checked. When I unchecked it, that means no one can send message. So we are going to leave it as it is. That is it. If you want to see the number of people in the virtual meeting, you just click on this one to show everyone. So this is it. You will see them by the name they've used for their what? Google account. Alright. And then the last option on the right side, meeting details. You click on it and then you can also find a link for the meeting over there with the window that pops up. Alright. So the name that we use, I scheduled it in the Google Calendar just as we went through initially. You can just copy the link from here and then you also share again. That is it for those icons on the right side. Yeah, Noah, you want to say something? Yeah, Noah, you can talk. Mr. Fulgens, welcome. All right, I've activated the microphone. You can unmute yourself and talk.
So, how many hosts can can um, can control the interface of a single seminar like this?
All right, so
You are co-host.
okay, so this is a free version, right? So you are the only person who can host the event. Notwithstanding, there's a subscription package where you can add a co-host. So that is how it works. Since you are using the free version, you are the only person who can just what host the program. Everything is scheduled in your what account. If you want to go beyond that, you have to subscribe. You pay to Google and then they will give you a subscription. With a subscription option, you can even record it. You can record it straight away in the Google Meet. But with this one, what I do is at the same time where we are working with the Google Meet, I'll open OBS and then I will transmit everything from this meeting to the OBS. That is the recorded version. Are you okay?
Yes, sir. Very grateful.
All right, thank you. Now we are done with the icons on the right side. If you want to end the meeting, you just use the leave call or the icon with the red and then the telephone symbol. The three dots, I will do 1, 2, 3. Then, okay, let me do 4. Then we end with the Google Meet. Then we look at the OBS briefly, how we can record our meeting from here, or we can transmit this meeting from OBS to, let's say, YouTube or Facebook. Basically, most of the time we use the Facebook, so we look at Facebook, then we will end it. This will allow you to end the program, or it will allow you to end the meeting. These three dots, we call it the more options. When you click on it, supposing you want to get more features or you want to all right, can we continue? This whiteboard is used to, if you want to do some extra presentation, let's say you want to write freehand writing and all those stuff, you can use the whiteboard. This is used to change the layout. If you want to go to full screen mode, like if I'm recording, most of the time I just click on full screen. You click on the full screen so that it will take the entire screen for you to get all the preview or all the views on the Google Meet recording. So we use the full screen when you are recording it on OBS. And then apply visual effects. You can change your background and then your settings by using the visual effect. Caption will allow you to see the text, the language, if the language is English, when you turn on the caption, whatever the host or any individual will say, you will see it on your screen, or if it's your phone or a computer, you will see it on it. That is it. Turn on the caption. Now let's go to the settings. The settings will allow you to set your audio, video, and then some general settings. Supposing we have an event, you are supposed to work with your webcam, but the webcam is not working. You can just check it from there. Or if you want to change the settings, if you want to change the kind of microphone you are using, by default, the platform will pick the microphone from maybe your laptop or your computer. Supposing you are using an external microphone, you have to do the settings over there, or you set it to default. Let me see. I think I have a test. Let me see. No, okay, sure. Anyway, it's being recorded. I will see how I can just send it to the platform. So more options. That is the three dots. I'm going to settings. With the settings, I'll just talk about the audio and then the video and briefly on the general. So this is my audio. I will click on the audio on the right side. Default microphone is jack mic. I can decide to change it by clicking on the arrow over here. I have other microphones. If I want to change the jack mic, I can just click on any of the ones that I want to use. Then I also have the speaker. Since it is a two-way interaction, I will speak, you will also speak. I need to hear what you are saying, so my speaker need to work. Most of the time, if you launch your platform, you wouldn't hear from your audience, or there will be some technical hitches. You can just check your speaker by clicking on the arrow over there on the right side. So if your default speaker is not working, you can decide to try the other ones after clicking on any of them. If you are sure that the first speaker is not working, maybe speaker 2 will work, you just click on it and then you can test it by clicking on test. So that is the audio. Some few settings you need to do, your mic and then the speaker. It's very, very necessary. And at any time for you to see that your microphone is working, maybe an audience will say, I can't hear from you. This is an icon that will allow you to see whether your microphone is working or not. This blue one. You see that anytime that I talk, you see some the movement in the blue icon. It means that my microphone is working. This one. So if someone says he's not hearing from you, that means the person needs to check his speaker by going through the settings, just what I just took you through. That is the audio. Then the next one will be the video. The video, we have camera, we have send resolution and then receive resolution. All right. So the camera, I am using an external webcam, but when you click on the arrow, you will see other options. The camera in the laptop and then other cameras and then the external one. So if camera A is not working, you can just go through the other options you have and then you choose from them. I can also decide to, most of the time, if you want to get control of your video, you can decide to transmit from OBS. You open your webcam from the OBS. You can customize the settings better in OBS. You change the resolution and other stuff to get clear and then quality graphic. You can do it in OBS and then you transmit it here. To transmit from OBS, you use this option, OBS virtual camera. When we start with the OBS, I will take you through that one. Okay, so this is it. I'm not using the OBS virtual camera, but I'm using the what? OBS Bolt Meet 4K stream camera. That is the name of the camera. I can decide to also change it by using any of the options. But you need to make sure that all the cameras options that you have, they are all in a good condition, or they are all working. That is it. And then the resolution too, I suggest you don't touch it. Allow it to be in auto. You don't need to change anything. So we've talked about the audio, the video, and then the next one is the general. The general, send additional diagnostic information to Google and then leave empty calls. All right, with the leave empty calls, you need to what? Uncheck this one. Uncheck the leave empty calls. The reason why you need to uncheck the leave empty calls is that by default, if you launch your meeting in the next 5 minutes, in the next 5 minutes, if no one joins the meeting, it is likely that it will go off because of this setting. So anytime you schedule a meeting, you open the meeting, you are required to what? Be the first person to be in the meeting. Maybe 30 minutes to 15 minutes before the meeting you open. But you need to change the settings. Other than that, it will close by default because of this option. Leave empty calls. So you uncheck so that when the 5 minutes is up, it wouldn't go off. Are we okay with that one? All right, so you uncheck this one. Under general, you uncheck so that when you start the meeting, if the meeting is supposed to be, let's say 5 and it's 4:40 or 4:30, you've started the meeting, no one is coming. Google or the AI in Google will see that there's no other person joining it. So it will decide to go off because of this setting. But when you uncheck it, you will still be in the meeting and then wait for your audience to join. So anytime you open, go to settings, uncheck this one. That will be for settings. Reactions, you as a host, most of the time it's not necessary for you to use the reaction because you are controlling the meeting. Now, this is the option for sharing of screen. You see mine is activated. You can see that it is highlighted blue. That means it's activated. I am sharing my screen. You click on this and then you click on what? Start presenting. And then when you click on this, it is an option that will allow you to what? Present a window or present information from your computer or a specific window. When you click on it, you get some options. Share a window, share a screen, or you share an entire screen. Most of the time, it is recommended that you click on what? You click on the share the entire screen. So you click on this one for you to be able to share. You can decide to share from your computer. Even if it's a phone, if you are hosting from a phone, you can share your phone screen. The option 2 is there. Right. So on phones, you will need the app. If you are using an Android phone, you just go to Play Store, you download the Google Meet. If you are using an iPhone too, you go to the place, you go to the App Store, and then you download the Google Meet. You can use it for the same. You see the same icons just as you are seeing on the computer. Okay, so this is for reactions. We talked about this one. Caption, we talked about it. This is your video and then your microphone. When I click on this one, right now it's active. When I click on it, it will be off. You click again, it will be on. That is the video if you want to control the video. And then this is the microphone. I as a host, I can decide to what? Click on it to what? Mute it. Maybe my background is noisy or someone is talking with me, I can just click to unmute it. I can click to mute and then click to unmute. The video to the same. I think these are the things that are important for us to look at in Google Meet. I will end with the Google Meet presentation. But let me chip in this one. If you are recording with the OBS, most importantly, the microphone. If you are recording with the OBS, when you unmute yourself here, make sure you also unmute yourself in the OBS. We'll talk about that one briefly. I'll end with the Google Meet. If there is any question, it can come so that I'll deal with it. Do we have any question with the? Okay, Noah, you want to talk? All right, sure, you can talk. Noah, you can talk, or you are okay. Okay, so let's continue with the sound is not off. Yeah, it's from your end. All right, let's continue with the OBS. I think we have an upper hand on it. Our brother Bernard is good with the OBS, so I'll just touch it briefly and then we'll end it. Now, let me stop my presentation and then I will start it again. So I'm going to start again. This time around, I'm going to present with the OBS. Start. I'll click on the one present. I'm going to present a window, that is the OBS. Where is my OBS? Alright, OBS is here. OBS. Okay. Alright, can you see my OBS? From your end, can you see it? Hello? Can you see my OBS from your screens?
Hello, Pastor. Your audio is awful.
My audio is off. I've clicked on the mic. Oh, sorry about that.
No, you can send him a text message. Huh?
Yeah. Sure. My microphone is off. When I was
Oh,
going
okay.
going through that, I just clicked on it. Sorry about that. Yes. So I said I'm done with the Google Meet. If there is a question, it can come, or either than that, you go to the OBS. All right. No.
Okay. My first question is about transmitting through the OBS. Can you only transmit to one platform, like one social media site, or you can do double or thrice at the same time?
Okay. Um, with the OBS, you can do Facebook and YouTube, but most of the time I do Facebook. Sharing on double social media. I think the last time I checked, I used there was this another platform. Apart from OBS, there is another third party streaming software. I've forgotten the name.
Is it Zoomix?
Yeah, yes, Vimiz. Anyway, but I think you can use the OBS too. Notwithstanding, what I normally do is I stream and at the same time record. You understand? When you stream and you record at the same time, maybe you are able to share on Facebook. After sharing on Facebook, you can decide to upload the recording on YouTube. or better still, we can go through. It is possible that we can share on both Facebook and YouTube, but you also need to check your internet capability. Are you okay?
Very grateful.
All
Very,
right.
very grateful, sir.
Bernard, do you want to add up with this one?
I would only say that with OBS, you actually have more options to share on multiple platforms than Vmix. Vmix actually will give you only 3 options,
Okay.
but OBS gives you a lot more options, especially if you have the update of OBS and you can use the URL sign in.
All right, sure.
Then you can add a lot more. You can add, Twitch, so many of them. And you can actually send but I've not tried it with Google Meet before. I just know that when you're streaming, normal programs, you can actually run it on multiple TV, but I've never ever tried it with Google Meet.
Okay.
So this is my first yes.
Okay, so since we have Bernard, I will just take you through the Google Meet and then I'll end the session. Are we okay? All right, so this is how the Google Meet works. Now, can you see my Google Meet on your screens?
Yes.
Oh, you can see my Google Meet. Now,
Okay.
this is what I use to transmit from Google Meet to OBS. We call it the window capture. To get the window capture, this is my source panel. Now, this is the plus sign. This plus sign, just click on it to add a source. What source are we looking for? We are looking for what? Window capture. Now, with the window capture, you just click on it and then this window will pop up. You will see window capture 2. That is the default name for the window capture that I'm creating. You can decide to change it or you can decide to maintain it. Let's maintain it. Then we click on OK. Now this is what you will see. Okay. All right, so the window capture, this is how it looks like. We have, this is what will appear after creating it. You can decide to rename it. This will come for you to set them. We have the window capture method and then window match priority. You are going to change only one thing, that is the window. You click on the window, you see, these are the options that you see from the window. Now, we have meet.google.com is sharing your screen. That means the meeting that we are on right now, that is the first option. Okay? That is the screen sharing. The second one too is meet/OBS and Google Meeting training with Noel. The same thing is the meeting that we are at. We are on. So if I want to transmit that meeting to OBS, I will just use either the first option or the second option. Supposing I'm having a training on how to use your WhatsApp. I have launched my WhatsApp on my computer. So with the window capture under the window, when I clicked, I can see all the softwares that I've opened or all the programs that I've launched under window. So if the training or what I want to stream is on WhatsApp, I'll just click the WhatsApp, you see, and then the WhatsApp will be transmitted from my computer to the OBS. When you see on the preview, you just click on OK, and that is it. You've been able to transmit your program, being it Google Meet, being it Zoom, even if it's WhatsApp training, anything that you launch on your computer, you can use the window capture to transmit it into the OBS. You can also decide, let me close one of them. You can also decide if it is a Microsoft Word, PDF, all these softwares. If you're able to open it, you go through the window capture. When you see it in the options, you click and then it will just present. Okay, so that is it. And then anytime you are presenting with the OBS, when I mute on Google Meet, I need to also mute my microphone in OBS. You see, there's a recording option here. I'm recording what we are doing. I can also decide to pause it. But any action that I will take on the Google Meet, I'll need to take the same action here. If you mute on Google Meet and you don't mute here, your voice, whatever that you are saying, it will still come into the recording. If you unmute in Google Meet and then you don't unmute here, that means your voice will be heard by your audience, but in the recording, your voice will be off. All right, so I think that Bernard will take it from here. I will end it. On the audio mixer panel, you need to check that you see the waves on your desktop audio and then the mic or the aux option. The mic is showing that my voice is being transmitted into the OBS. And then the desktop audio too, anytime my audience they speak, I should see a sign or a signal that indeed their voice is being transmitted over there. Okay, so you can pause the recording and then unpause it. And then with the virtual camera tool, by default you will see it on the right side. So supposing I want to, let me take you through this last thing. Supposing I want to get a quality graphics, although I'm using 4K, because in Google Meet I didn't do any change, I can decide to use the virtual camera by closing my video in the Google Meet, and then I do the settings in OBS, and then I will transmit the video from OBS to Google Meet. If I want to do it that way, it means I will have to turn off my video in Google Meet. All right, so it's off now. Let me set it in OBS. That is the last thing I'm talking of. Then our brother Bernard will also take you through the OBS proper. Okay, so this is it, the OBS. You just come to source, you go to plus, then you will find your video capture device. The video capture device, this is it. You can decide to change the name or leave it. This window will pop up, then you trace the device. Which device are you talking about? You click on the device. Under device, we have integrated webcam, integrated RGB camera, OBS, Meet, 4K stream. They are all there. You click the preferred one. You need to know the name of the specific webcam you're looking for. So you click on it. I have it already here. This is the OBS webcam. So I'll just double click. I will deactivate and activate. So this is it. The reason why I'm saying it gives quality graphics in OBS is very simple. This is it. This is what makes the magic or brings the magic. This one. Resolution / FPS type. So the device is on what? Device default. Okay. I can decide to put it to what? Custom. With the custom, I can change the resolution. This is it. You click on resolution. I have 3840 by 2160. This is high resolution, the first option. Most of the time, I don't use that one. I use the second one because it's 4K. It can give me that. But The higher the resolution, that means the higher the data that it will use. So I'll use the second option. I hope you are seeing the difference. You see the graphics is changing. And then the FPS, I can decide to change it, but let me maintain it. Then I will come to the video format. You can put it to my time is almost up. It's getting to 1 hour here. By default, you have to go off. So let me just run. You can just maintain the video format, and then you come to the what? Color space. It's on default. You put it to 709, or you can take a higher color space. The last thing you need to do is the color range. You put it to full. Yes, to give you quality graphics. You are done, then you click on OK. Then you just put on your what? Start the virtual camera. When you are able to start the virtual camera, you go back to OBS. Then you make sure your video is directed to the what? OBS virtual camera. So I can do that changes by using the three dots. I go to settings, I come to my video, and then I will come to my OBS virtual camera. And that is it. Let me put up the window capture. This is my new video. I believe you can see the difference now. Okay, so according to geographical changes, my time is up. The meeting will go off anytime soon. So if there is a question for me, it can come. Other than that, I'm going off. Bernard will take over from here. He will take you through the OBS proper.
All right, I'm good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Sure. Thank you too. Thank you. All right. So I will try and then share the video too, so that
Yes.
Mr. Fujans and then our other colleagues can get it from the video. All right. So I will end here. Thank you, and then we hope to meet again. Sure.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I
God
hope
bless
we are
you.
okay with the Google Forms. We can do the Google Forms, right?
Yes.
Okay, sure. Okay, thank you. All right. Bye-bye.